Florence Nightingale is a name that is synonymous with the nursing profession and the care of sick and injured people. She is often referred to as the Lady with the Lamp for her dedication and commitment to providing care for soldiers during the Crimean War. However, her contributions extend far beyond the nursing profession, as she was also an advocate for women's rights and made significant contributions to public health. In addition to writing over 150 books, pamphlets and reports on health-related issues, she is also credited with creating one of the first versions of the pie chart. On her birthday, we have brought you her life history and contribution towards the medical field. Florence Nightingale was born on May 12, 1820 in Florence, Italy. She was the second daughter of wealthy parents William Edward Nightingale and Frances Smith Nightingale. Her family was very well connected and well educated, and her parents ensured that Florence received a quality education which was uncommon for girls during that time. Despite her parents' expectations that she would marry and become a socialite, Florence had a deep passion for nursing. She began her training at the age of 31 against her parents' wishes. She completed her nursing training in Germany and then returned to England to work at a London hospital. During the Crimean War, Florence was asked to lead a group of nurses to care for soldiers at the British Army's hospital in Scutari, Turkey. When she arrived, she was appalled by the conditions that she found there. The British were unprepared to deal with the number of sick and injured soldiers. The lack of medical supplies, overcrowding, and unsanitary conditions caused many people to complain. Apart from this, the hospital was dirty and the patients were not receiving adequate care. Many of the soldiers were dying from preventable diseases such as cholera and typhoid fever. Several newspapers started reporting this, leading to insult of the British and disbelief among soldiers. Hence, Florence's role became crucial for the British. She immediately set out to work to improve the conditions at the hospital. She cleaned the hospital and its surroundings, provided clean bedding and clothes for the patients, and implemented better sanitation practices. She also worked tirelessly to improve the hospital's food supply and to ensure that the soldiers were receiving proper nutrition. As a result of her efforts, the mortality rate at the hospital decreased significantly. Florence's work during the Crimean War made her a national hero in England. However, her contributions extended far beyond the nursing profession. She was also a strong advocate for women's rights and made significant contributions to public health. Florence was a firm believer in the power of education, and she believed that women should have the same educational opportunities as men. She also believed that women should have the right to work outside the home and to be paid a fair wage. She was a vocal advocate for women's suffrage and worked closely with suffragettes such as Millicent Fawcett and Elizabeth Garrett Anderson. When Nightingale returned from the war, she rallied to improve the conditions of hospitals. She presented her experiences and her data to Queen Victoria in 1856. Her polar area diagram, now also known as a Nightingale Rose diagram, showed how the sanitary commission's work decreased the death rate and explained the complicated data to all, inspiring new standards for sanitation in the army and beyond. Only because of her efforts and data, the Queen formed a royal commission to improve the health of the British Army. Nightingale was so skilled with data and numbers that in 1858, she was also elected as the first woman member of the Royal Statistical Society. In addition to her work for women's rights, Florence was also a pioneer in the field of public health. She recognized the importance of clean water, proper sanitation, and good nutrition in preventing the spread of disease. She worked tirelessly to improve public health in England and around the world. Florence Nightingale died on August 13, 1910 at the age of 90. She left behind a legacy of dedication to the nursing profession, women's rights, and public health. Her work has inspired generations of nurses and healthcare professionals, and her contributions to society have had a lasting impact on the world. 2 years after her death, the International Committee of the Red Cross created the Florence Nightingale Medal in 1912. This medal is given to excellent nurses every 2 years. Moreover, her birthday has been celebrated as International Nurses Day since 1965. In conclusion, Florence Nightingale was an extraordinary woman who dedicated her life to the care of others and to the advancement of women's rights and public health. Her legacy continues to inspire and motivate people even to this day. She will always be remembered as a trailblazer and a hero in the nursing profession and as a champion for women's rights and public health.